What up, with your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios? It is motherfucking Monday, and I am here always by my guests from the tundras of the upper north. Maybe gonna be Chinese soon. Dino, the genetic motherfucking marvel. So,
hello, konnichiwa, bitches.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, konnichiwa, bitches. Honestly, at this point, listen. We're just holding off until corporations decide how they're going to split up the planet. Whatever. That's fine. Because you know what? Government ain't doing shit.
Well, the only reason why I said that is because apparently China's new power play, since they can't get any oil from Venezuela, is they're going to start buying it all from Canada.
Canada has. You're more than welcome to buy it. It's you know what the worst part is? That people thinking that this shit is new. Okay. Hey, every government in the planet has become a prostitute and they are open to the highest bidder. They're not even good.
Honestly, I feel like, why not? You know, it's just like, you know, and it's the people who are against the tariffs that are the silliest ones about this shit. Because, all right, if you don't want tariffs or you want to keep this trade open,
okay,
but you want ripped off. You're pretty much bitching that you're not getting ripped off. I mean, we've had trade with China. I mean, they're just because we got these tariffs or whatever, don't think we don't have trade with China. Don't think Russia still ain't trading with us. Don't think, you know, it's just on certain little things here and there. And just because we have more media and more internet coverage now, everybody thinks this is new shit. You know, this year, fucking China will be buying oil from fucking Canada. Next year, they'll be buying it from Iran. The year after that, they're going to be buying it up from probably Africa or even the United States, or they'll go back to Russia. I mean, come to fuck on, people.
Listen, the amount of years that China has been investing in infrastructure in Africa has been to lock down their needs for natural resources.
Right.
That's the whole principle behind it. Hey, we built these roads and highways for you and hospitals and trained you. Now give us your stuff. And they will say, yeah, that's fine. Why? Otherwise, we're going to bomb the shit out of you. But the fact is that's been happening since time immemorial. Okay.
Well,
people make negotiations. Give us your stuff and we'll protect you. Okay.
Well, you remember, we talked about this during COVID. Actually through COVID, and it's just like, you know, people think that this went away or this is just not happening or people just don't give a fuck about it now. But the new Silk Road, you remember talking about that? And that's the way China does things. China gets all these little countries, all these little places here and there that can't defend themselves or that need remodeled or redone. You know, they need new infrastructure or whatever, and they say, hey, yeah, we'll come and give you the money. And then when the people can't pay it back, just like they know they can't pay it back, you know, the Chinese already know you can't pay it back. So then, we're just gonna put 3-4 military bases on your property. We're gonna annex this land for our, you know, drills or our this, and then all of a sudden, China has a new trade route that belongs to or doesn't belong to per se, but is controlled by the Chinese government. And they've been planning on that to eliminate the us out of the whole loop.
Well, the only people who are doing that successfully was the United States, right? The United States has 180 bases around the world. Right. Yeah. The states did it better, faster, and they're everywhere. So China's going, hey, fucking smart, let's do it. That was only a matter of time.
And the way China is doing it, I mean, they're not. I mean, America just let's just face it, we're bullies. We didn't lend money. we didn't fucking say, hey, we're gonna say, hey, we'll give you $50 if you let us put this over here. No, we're not taking $50. Okay, now we're putting 2 over there. I mean, that's pretty much how America rolls. China it has become the new standard.
I got these beads here. Look, I got these beads here. You're gonna give me your land, okay? But they're nice beads, okay?
If you tie them together and stick them in your butt, fabulous beads. But I mean, now the one thing that I'm not feeling, and so far been a big push lately, and we all thought it was a joke at first, but Trump's got a hard on for Greenland, and that's going to cause issues with everybody. And I know, ultimately, I really it's just I don't get it. I know it's a strategic port. I know it's a they got they're not even really rich in natural resources. They have a few here's or there, but nothing. Fuck, we just took more in Venezuela than Greenland.
Well, so its purpose is not its resources, it's its location, right? So essentially, supposedly. Well, think about it this way: you have Alaska on one side. Now you're gonna have Greenland on the other side. You have Venezuela on the bottom. You have protection. You have a triangle of protection around the United States, right? Like,
well, I kind of understand that, but we already have Alaska, and contrary to what people think, when Sarah Palin said she could see Russia from her backyard, she probably could have. All right, there's just like a lake smaller than Lake Erie. What is that? The Bering Strait or whatever the fuck it is, up there. It's able, like Cuba. If 3 Russians could do it, a fleet of Cubans could do it right across. So don't give me this. It's like I can't see. Like, I see what you're saying, and it makes sense. But we don't need that tip of the triangle. That's like adding a 4th tip to a triangle. We already have Alaska.
Yeah, but you need the other side of Canada. Remember, hey, you guys have to protect us.
Well, how much protection do you actually think Orange Man is going to give Canada if they're going to be buying from China?
You know
That's
what?
a total different orange. You went to yellow.
No. Hey, it's more so that if you don't, the risk of having our border uncontrolled is worse than Mexico, right? That's the real problem, right? So that they're trying to preemptively think of it this way: is you have Alaska that's tracking whatever Russia does. Now you're going to have Greenland that's going to track everything that everybody else does from the other side. And Venezuela essentially is just, hey, I don't think Venezuela is there for any sort of protection. It's, hey, we're taking this stuff. We need it. It's, hey, we need it. And you know what? In the meantime, have some freedom. That's fine.
Well, and the bad thing is what most people don't realize, and what I think the people of Greenland are trying not to put out there, or trying to figure their way out of the whole situation. First of all, the biggest people against this is Denmark.
Right.
And now, for anybody who don't know, or any of you guys who have whatever, the last piece of land that the U.S. has bought was the U.S. Virgin Islands from Denmark. Now, this place, these are the same people who are out here saying that we're anti-colonialism, we're anti-this, we're anti-that. They don't. Denmark is not a part of Greenland. Greenland was never a part of Denmark. They're colonized Greenland. Now, the Greenlanders say that they don't want to be Americans, and they don't want to be Danish. They want to be Greenlanders, which I could totally respect. That, I mean, that's, they are who they are. If we make them an ally, then they will be the protection on their own, I feel. Now, the loophole in this whole thing, and I mean, Trump's being dicky about it, and I think the only reason why he can be this confident over something this absurd is, I haven't done a lot of it, but I started digging into Greenland and anything like any kind of American possession type. There's a base in Greenland already. and it's I think they buried it or some shit like that, or it's like it was like a secret base, and if we have a base there, then we have a base there. And I think that's where Trump's coming off with, well, we could do it the easy way or we could do it the hard way. And then I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it sounds like something Trump would say. Trump said something about Greenland's military consists of 2 dog sleds.
Look. Okay. You know, I was just thinking about this too, though. What would be really funny is if Trump says, you know what? We're going to protect Greenland to become its own sovereign nation, and we're going to keep Denmark away from it. And we're going to send troops there to keep Greenland free from Denmark, which is hilarious because Denmark will lose their fucking mind and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not sure if you received my messages from it's the security account of what happened in Venezuela.
No,
did you see it?
So
it's a guy that survived telling the story of what happened.
About the sonic weapons and all that shit.
Oh, he's like, there was hundreds of us versus 20, and we had zero chance.
Yeah,
and this is so. After this came out, now people throughout Latin America are changing their tune, and they're like, "I'm sorry, what?" They're like, "We had hundreds of people, hundreds of military people, not some guys
and 20 men, and the only one of the Americans that got injured was a helicopter pilot. He got shot in the leg twice." Which I'm feeling like he might have fucking shot himself. That sounds like he was like, "Oh fuck!" Pow.
He was trying to pull out his gun because somebody surprised him. God damn it, you pricks! Don't scare me like that. I shot myself. This is you know what?
And the bad thing is going back into my conspiracy theorist brothers out there. We were all told that these sonic weapons don't exist.
No,
we were all told that all these EMF weapons don't exist. We were all told that we're conspiracy theorists and they can't put that through the airwaves. Yeah, you take it from the fucking horse's mouth. That fucker was scared, and he was talking about before they could even draw their weapons, they had blood coming from their nose. They were throwing up. I mean.
I'm sorry, did we not all watch Batman Returns when he fucking pulls out that sonic thing and just takes out the lights on a car? It's a directional EMP. Hey, that's 100% real. And that's just for that's just for electronics. Hey,
dude, they just came out, what was it, last year with a report, and they had Senate hearings on how they use them on crowds?
Yeah. It's a mass dispersion tool, and people just fuck off immediately. There's like, I gotta go.
And then over here we use it on crowds. You get a little headache. You might get a little but you crank that fucker up to 11 and you got blood coming from your nose and your mouth, and probably your anus.
Look, there is 100%. Like, we don't understand how in tune the human body is to sound waves and ultraviolet and all these kind of things. We don't know, but we are, whether we like it or not. And those are like, look, you walk into a place, music's going, and you're like, feels weird. I feel weird in here. I don't want to be here. Right? There's a lot, like, there's a whole thing about like the 4 chords that are incorporated into every single pop song out there. It's for a reason. It's because it puts you at ease and gives you feelings of melancholy and happiness.
I did it again.
Hey, they're all the same, and the reason is because it fucking works, right?
And I mean, anything like the Barbie, I'm a Barbie girl, for that to be a hit, or the Macarena, or shit like, for those to be hits, there got to be something subconsciously going on.
I feel like the Barbie girl was above Macarena, but like we're still they're haggling. It's influential.
Yeah. Nobody fucking liked that song that I know, but best believe everybody was bumping that shit.
Everybody. It's a horrible song. Everyone loved it. Everyone just goes.
Or what was that other stupid ass song? You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do it on Discovery Channel. Really?
Yeah.
Those were hits. But I bet you,
Yeah.
I can guarantee Dino's right. Them 4 chords are in all them songs. Repeated.
Yeah, they are.
Repeated.
There's every Backstreet Boy, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, all these people, they're just, it's the same thing regurgitated and spit out, and everyone go, oh, catchy tune, right? That's just how it is. And
I can almost guarantee there's other, groupings of chords just like in every genre of the music.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's going to be susceptible to them 4 chords that are in them frequencies, and that's what gives us this distinguish. Oh, I like this song, or I don't like this song. But then you hear other fucking types of music that are just as shitty. It's just got a different beat or a different,
if you jump onto YouTube, there are a ton of just different frequency listening, and like this is supposed to cause you calm and stuff like that. Right. And it goes on for like an hour. Just sit down and enjoy. That's all you're supposed to do. And apparently some of that shit works.
I've tried that. It didn't really do anything for me. I've tried the learning Spanish because I'm the most non-Spanish speaking spick I know. Just fall asleep, learn Spanish. No, but the oddest things like cooking shows, news, any kind of documentary, that shit all records. I'll wake up like, the fuck was I doing? Or what did I just watch? I mean, it just cycles through.
I think so, and I have a theory on this because I have the same problem where whatever I'm listening to, whether I'm awake or asleep, it sinks in, and I'll be like, I've heard that before, and then I'll realize it's something I've watched while I was asleep, kind of thing.
What up, Greg?
Yeah, what the fuck you boys talking about today? Like we know, calm down. But yeah, like I think that's also a male thing too, is that somebody who's not gone through training or anything like that, but is someone who is anticipates attack kind of thing. Like we walk in, we size up places, look around, we do things like that. I feel like we constantly sleep with one eye open, proverbially, like just in the grand scheme of things. We're always like, bro, I remember I had a friend sleep over, and this is the first time I married, and he wrote a note, just thanks for letting me crash, and kind of just slid it about under my door. Before he could fully slide it under my bedroom door, which was carpet on the ground, I had gotten out of bed, opened the door, and I was like, what the fuck's happening? And he was like, I just didn't want to disturb you. I'm like, that's okay, I'll walk you out, no problem, that's fine. I'm as soon as I like to have my bedroom door closed just because I'm going to hear it open. I will, right? When it's already open, I'm like, I have to perceive further.
See, I got a similar thing that goes on in my head, but I leave my bedroom door open because with my bedroom door open, I can hear everything that goes on in the house. And I have a very noisy latch at the top of my steps. So as soon as even I could be the dead asleep, dude, and I hear that what? And then my dogs do it too. That little bit of noise. I mean, they can distinguish whatever, because if it's just Thorn stomping around or one of the kids, they're quiet. But if there's noises that that ain't normal noises in your house.
Huh. It's funny that we're talking about that because, like, realistically, if we kind of extrapolate that, right? It's in the news. Certain things are said, and everyone's like, I know what this means. I've seen this before. Right. Shenanigans, right? It's the same thing, just on a grander scale.
Right.
They're using the same recognition. It's the same playbook that they keep on using, and it's we the stupid who are going, oh, something new's happened. No, it's not. It's always the same shit. It's always the same shit over and over again.
I've seen a documentary. It was a while ago, but it was pretty much that there's been no new cartoons since maybe the 50s. Since they got colorized, there's been no new cartoons. It's all the same story. It's different characters. It may be different, but it's always, the two people or like the Road to El Dorado they use as a example. That cartoon has been done a million times, all the way to the beginning of time. Two brothers or two friends go on a treasure hunt. They get split up by a girl. One feels greedy. There's a bad guy. Finally they come together, but they realize they have to get rid of their gold. One both the guys get a girl. One guy gets the girl. The other guy ends up with a girl, and bad guy goes boom. It's the same thing regurgitating. Whether you put Lilo and Stitch, whether you put Pocahontas, whether you put any of them fucking things together. I mean, it's just like when I said that In the Mouth of Madness is the same thing as Delirious. And then I was just recently talking to Ray about this movie called it was a Will Ferrell movie, uh, Stranger Than Fiction. I think it's called. Same thing. Somebody's writing in a book or somebody wrote something and then it's happening and then the person realizes that it's not him in control of its life, it's somebody else's, and it's the same cycle.
Yeah. Over and over again. There's nothing new about it. This is the same because they were talking about this for like Greek literature and Shakespeare and stuff, and you're like, there are only like 9 different stories you can tell. And then just variations of those, right? It's right. And like I hate to agree with that because I feel like there are original stories, we just don't get to hear them because sometimes they hear their shit, right? but ultimately, like, no, there should be differences, but everybody likes categorizing things, but here we go again, it's Monday and we're invading. Suck on it.
So yeah, I don't really believe in the whole going at Greenland. I see the why we would need it. But then again, okay, let's look at it this way. Because I feel like this is very absurd. But what does Trump know, or what is Trump so paranoid of that he needs that? Because you're right, it is an excellent triangulation. It is strategically, it is an excellent triangulation. Now, taking all the bullshit politics and it's his ego and his this and that, and he don't care about. Now, what are you preparing for? Because right before this, I don't know if you recall, we were talking about the whole Space Force thing and how one, everybody talks shit about Trump, but now all these other countries have space forces and they're massing and getting ready for something. What? That's what people are not asking. What are we not being told that's going on in space? That all of a sudden we need strategic this and that, and we need to fucking control this and that, and we need to protect this and that.
I have a question. If you took that triangle of Alaska, Greenland, and Venezuela, and you made like an actual triangle, right? The point would kind of be over the United States. So if you had like, you remember how the Death Star shot?
Right.
They all met.
Right.
And then unified and shot out. Realistically, he could be making a space weapon from those 3 vantage points. Point up, and off you go. Just saying.
I mean, you ain't wrong. We had the technology to do that from space down since Reagan.
So,
I mean, I don't know if you kids out there recall Star Wars, not the movie, the fucking government project. But yeah, I don't know if we've ever taken them down. I'm sure they're still operational.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the technology to do that shit.
I mean,
and that also goes into, remember Trump wanted to build, it wasn't called the Iron Dome, he wanted a golden dome over America, something like the Israeli fucking missile defense system.
Yeah.
So like, just thinking that things that way, what the fuck we got going on here We got all these countries amassing space force. We got Trump trying to fucking do strategic maneuvers on absolutely nobody because nobody's really fucking with us. You know, China runs their mouth every once in a while. Putin's kind of pissed off because we got his gold, which I believe that I don't think we got control of everything in Venezuela. I just can't see, you know, Putin giving up his gold mines. So like, I mean, I don't know, man.
Did I tell you, Rob? So Rob lives in BC right now.
Uh-huh.
And he sent me pictures like I was walking the dogs and look what I saw. And he saw a submarine, just Ohio class. And he was like, well, what do we have over here? And you're like, that makes things uncomfortable.
A little bit. But I mean, nobody said shit when the Russians were in our back door down in Florida. And we still got no explanation for that.
Like I'm looking at the world map. So from Alaska to Greenland to Venezuela. If we did that, I'll be honest with you, the center point of that is kind of Midwest, like not quite Ohio, but in and around that area. Interesting. Just saying, Marco is actually head of the Space Force, and he's shooting a laser right out from his pow, pow. Just yeah.
Just very odd, very odd.
I mean, like there's a lot of questions in regards to this stuff, right? And also true. Let's be honest. We are in the dark. As much as we like to know, and conspiracy theories have been proven true, and all these things, we have no idea, right?
Oh, yeah,
just like the banner says, allegedly could be true, could be shit. Who the fuck knows?
Right? Well, we started off 2024 with nothing but alien disclosure, UFO disclosure. Everything was coming out. Then all of a sudden, it was like, and like ever since that dude, that Grush dude, wouldn't say alien or ET because a lot of them were interdimensional. When he said that shit got shut down. So I don't know if he touched everybody in the boo-boo with the quantum computers because, you know, for those who don't know, quantum computers run on different dimensions. Which is just, that's a whole nother can of worms. But I mean, the interdimensional beings, you know, aliens, we could shoot. You know, we could find some way to kill it. If worst comes to worst, we get a knife, something like that. You know, we'll go caveman, some shit. We could kill an alien, an extraterrestrial. Interdimensional are gods. Interdimensional are gods. Are gods. We're you know, and you know, the laws in those dimensions have nothing to do with anything we got going on over here. So that in essence means magic could be real over there. You know, mutant, like it could be a whole MCU that we don't know about, just real.
Let's be honest. The fact is that we have no idea. We have no idea who, what, and the idea that magic is real, 100%. You know why? Because we used to call fucking making fire magic. It's not, you know, there's nothing new about that. And FYI,
we don't know yet.
When I connect Alaska to Greenland to Venezuela, almost everything is under that, except for California. Not even a joke, bro. It's California, Nevada, and Arizona are off. Everything else is, and a little bit of Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, Utah, and most of New Mexico and Texas are covered. But they're like, Mexico's out. Guatemala, like it's hilarious. It's quite it's quite the map. But
is the Gulf of America?
Bye-bye, California.
The Gulf of America in it?
Half. I can share my screen and show you if you want.
That was another absurd acquisition. I'm just saying. Like I'm curious now.
Here. Put that up. So yeah, there's Alaska, Greenland. Like I could probably move this point a little higher. Go. Move this a little bit further out. And Venezuela, let's go a little bit down. Yeah, so just California. Just California's out. Everybody else is included. Most of the Gulf of America, Cuba, Puerto Rico, a few islands, all of Canada. Canada is safe, baby. Then, yeah. California, you're out. Nobody loves you. Sorry. No offense. But yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe something we should track for further shows just to see if we ever hear anything about it.
I'm just saying.
Switching gears here because it wasn't very much news, but the news that was out there has been blared down your fucking throat. Something terrible. So we got and first of all, for you people out here saying this woman got murdered, no, the fuck she didn't. It's tragic that she died. It's tragic that she lost her life. Regardless of whether we agree with what she agreed with or believed in, she had the right to believe that. She made some bad choices. She was influenced by some worse people, and poor girl lost her fucking life.
Yeah.
But the fact that all this horse shit that has been going around, and I'm not even gonna lie, like I had to just look, people, we're all seeing the same videos. All right, some of you guys are swayed on your feelings of it for political views. Some of you are swayed on it for your ideological views. I still haven't even watched what Trump has said, nor JD Vance, but I still have I've been blamed for fucking listening to my boy. When I saw the video of this shit happening, it was the first Bigfoot looking video. It was all grainy. I mean, you could have sworn Nessie and Bigfoot were riding in the background. And no, it was actually a shark and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oddly enough, there was those things there.
Which is mental. It is
right. So, look, whether this woman wanted to fucking hit this dude or not, first of all, let's just call a spade a spade. The bitch backed up. That's where everybody says her tires are pointed in the other direction. The bitch backed up. That's why. When her wife told her to drive, hurry up and drive, she turned her wheel, whether she knew that ICE agent was there or not. She turned her wheel in the direction that man was and fucking gunned it. The tires fucking spun. I don't know why you like what you're seeing that I'm not seeing, or my eyes are just adding something. But that's that. From the Bigfoot footage to the fucking the other cam footage of the first cop, because that's another thing. People don't realize or want to acknowledge that there was 3 police officers there.
Yeah,
there was 3, and they keep saying, I've heard a lot of people say that they shot her from the side. No, the fuck they didn't. And where the fuck did you even see that? Like, I'm trying to figure out, where did you see that? But if you can acknowledge that those cops were there on the side, why can't you acknowledge that before the incident happened, the cop did not run while the car was still not in motion? Cop A on the one side yells, "Stop the vehicle, get out of the car." She chose not to. Cop B comes up from the side. Now, they didn't rush up on this girl. They were everywhere. she was invading in a raid. You know, she was fucking, you know, in the middle of some shit going down.
Yeah.
So now, while on the other side, which no, you know, everybody's trying to say is separate instances or even acting like it was different times, as all that is going on, cop C is talking to the wife, and the wife is getting shitty with him. He's recording it. Now, he didn't say shit to any of them until the cop on the other side said, "Stop, get out of your car." Then the wife jumps in the fucking car. Well, she didn't even get to get in the car. That's another thing that didn't make sense to me. I don't know if she was going to try to Dukes of Hazzard that motherfucker or what. But she grabs the door, yells to her, "Drive." Now, this cop, because it's already being detained now, is in front of the car. He didn't even run. He was right there in front of the car. Fucking she plows him. Now, she did not run him over. She did not put him in the hospital or none of this other horse shit that I keep hearing. No, there was none of that. None of that at all. She hit the motherfucker, though. Now, apparently, background on the cop that got hit, he had got hit previously, got a bunch of stitches in his leg or whatever. So he was kind of antsy to begin with, but why the fuck you putting your dumb ass in front? We talked about this already. Why the fuck you putting your dumb ass in front of this car to begin with?
Yes.
Now, anyways, she fucking hit him. Don't give me this. You see the guy flying. She fucking hit him. So don't give me this chick was murdered. Now, there apparently 2 more people got caught in fucking Portland. I'm not exactly sure. Didn't watch the videos. I just noticed it came up on my feed here. So we got look, quit acting the fucking fool and then blaming it on, you know what they're there for. Whether you like it or not, you know what they're fucking there for. Get the fuck out of the way or something bad is going to happen. Why is that so hard? And then, you know what, the tactics and the up in the ante is like getting kind of worse, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, these are Nazi tactics. These are Nazi tactics." First of all, everybody knows how I feel about that whole situation. We were lied to a lot about that whole shit. So, you know, I'm not saying they were good. I'm just saying, do your homework. I don't agree with going door to door, and I think that's a big bunch of bullshit that people are getting because they said they were going into this one building and going door to door because there was like 10 fucking daycare centers in a row in this apartment building. Like every door was a fucking daycare center or a home health aid center. So that's where that's coming from.
Well, let's try and keep this in perspective here. Is that I'm sorry, do you not teach children not to walk out into the middle of the road? Don't block traffic. That's dangerous. If you pull over completely onto the shoulder because there's moving traffic, and that's a dangerous place to be. Okay. She put her car in the way of police officers doing their assigned duty. Now, when they said stop, she chose to go. Hey, there's only 2 ways that's going to go, right? And we've been seeing this more and more. And listen, I don't even agree. You know what? I watched the thing today. I think Greg sent it to me, or I forget who it was, but it was Jimmy Carr, where they were like, "What do you think about ICE?" And he goes, "I think they're doing it all wrong. You don't need to go out. Just call Uber Eats, have your pad thai delivered, and say, hey, before you go, we got some questions for you." And that's how you get them. That's very simple, right? But after all is said and done, you're going, listen, what people also forget to realize was some of the key components of the quote unquote Nazi regime was using women and children to infiltrate and propagandize things so that people would just swarm. So now you have a whole bunch of children being told, hey, you're whatever, you're a gingerbread man, whatever, fine, okay? And now you have a whole bunch of women who are acting in we're defending the weak Number one, you can't defend yourself, so why are you trying to defend somebody else? Okay, that doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense, right? Like this is
not at all.
Like you said, we talked about this before. Was hey, people don't deserve to die in those situations, but if you act the fool, think about it. Nobody deserves to get shot during a traffic stop.
Right?
Does it happen all the time? Why does it happen?
Poor choices. Poor choices.
Hey, and you know what? And I'm not going to say that, police are blameless. No. Hey, there are a lot of good people that are compromised because of things that have happened that haven't been treated properly. Look, somebody shoots somebody, good. You're behind a desk for the next 6 months. Why? Because you shouldn't shoot people. That is not a good, look, there's a lot you need to unpack, and that takes time and it takes resources. And you know what? I only hope that everyone involved is getting the right help they can.
Well, see, and this is where I'm going with this, because, nobody realizes that the more defiant that these people get, especially for no ungodly reason, no good reason, the more defiant you get, the higher the consequence. You didn't listen the first time, so they upped the police and they added more weaponry. People bitched about that. Now, you still don't want to listen. So now they pulled in the National Guard. Or you pulled in ICE. So you still don't want to listen. Now you pulled in National Guard. So now you still don't want to listen. So they're coming and knocking at your fucking doors. When are you going to start fucking listening?
Or listen, if you're not going
to listen, because that's government control.
What makes people think that the government isn't in control? The government can come in and take whatever you have.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Like that.
That is, legally, without provocation, they can come in and take everything. That's just how it is. Where do these people have time and resources for their protests? Why aren't they working? So I'm not sure if you've seen this, but one lady was like, hey, why don't you get a job? And the lady's like, I'm getting paid right now. And it was on camera. And you're going,
protesters.
Ta-da!
I'm not going to speak ill of the girl who just passed, because there's a lot of things going around. There's a rap sheet going around that apparently is fake. I heard way back in the beginning of this about the child abuse. Jared claims to pull up whatever that said it was false, but I'm hearing it more and more. And no, it wasn't the mom. It was the wife who was doing it to the kids. Not sure, but that has no bearing on what the fuck happened.
Forget about all that. All of that. Okay, let's do this. Why is everyone who puts up her picture and says, remember her? It's when she had long, flowing blonde hair.
Yeah!
Not with a shaved head.
Yeah! The original picture that I saw looked like a fucking prom queen. The video, she looked like a fucking... She looked like Peter Griffin.
Hey, Peter Griffin mixed with Golem. Just, you're going, okay, well, I'm like, that can't be the same person. And they're like, yeah, that's the same person. And then you see pictures, now she has her head shaved. I'm sorry. Hey, if you need to use her pretty picture,
right,
immediately something's wrong. Immediately. Right. That's propaganda. Okay? This is where, look, no one's standing here and saying, look, that police should be able to shoot whoever they want. No, that's not true.
Not at all. And
but you try and run somebody over?
No matter what, there should be a complete investigation. I don't give a fuck I could be dead wrong. I'll admit if I'm dead wrong. But I want a complete investigation. And I want the cunt who had the phone, because that's funny. That's the only video that's not up, is the cunt with the phone, the wife. Yeah. Nobody got her fucking phone. Her phone got the whole day's worth of video. She got the before, she got the after, she got the during, she got the falling in the snow crying. She got all that shit.
How much you want to bet she deleted everything?
No, there's ways. If the FBI and shit can get into everybody else's shit, they can get into that.
Oh yeah, but I 100%.
Everybody knows once it's on the internet, it ain't never gone.
Well, that's the real question.
And she was probably live streaming.
I hope so. This is and you know what? I feel bad. I feel bad for that. The her spouse and her children. It's horrible.
Yes, it's a horrible situation.
Horrible
but
situation.
Jesus, you put yourself in. Don't do that.
Look, if she was so intent on being a good mother, why were her kids one state away? Okay. If she was looking out to help people, good. Did she shelter anyone in her home? No. Okay. So, what are we talking about here? We're talking about grandiose activity, acting the fool, and then when you're going to cry because of consequences?
Yeah,
I don't think that's how that works.
Blame the
Joe Biden got her phone, Scott. Hey, it's with Hillary. It's with Hillary's emails. It's the same place. Yeah.
It's just it's sad that these people think that what they're doing is right. You know, they think that what they're doing is peaceful protesting. You know, I don't understand where it's coming from or how or why people think this shit. You know, these privileged fucking liberal folks. You know, I ain't gonna say it's just white folks because I've seen a lot of black folks backing this shit too. You know, these privileged folks who've never seen what real oppression really is out there talking about, you know, virtue signaling. You know, who are you trying to impress?
Bro, my thing is this. I'm really scared that these people who they've never actually experienced how bad things can get. I'm worried that they're going to find out. And that's scary because
sometimes you gotta let it happen, man. And then, you know, when you let it happen, then it's like, oh, you didn't help us. You're heartless. You're this and that. How many times do we got to give you a hand up? How many fucking times do we got to pick you up out of the pit before you got to dig your own way out?
I'll be honest. I'm a little bit heartless. I don't really care.
Hey. I'll give you a few chances, but man, you know, you can only smack a dog so many times before it either bites you or just finds a new owner.
Like people are making it sound like every time something happens, they're like, oh, it's the Handmaid's Tale, they're Nazis, and you're like, or maybe you should read a book about the history of that stuff, because the fact is that there's a way you can fight stuff and there's a way you cannot fight stuff. And right now, by protesting the way people are protesting, I'm not saying protesting is bad, but the way people are protesting, there is only one inevitable outcome, right? Because this is a protest of escalation, and escalation hits a certain mark, right? And that's the truth of it.
I love the people who now this is a distraction from Venezuela. Oh, wait a minute. No, I feel like I'm going back to the original distraction. You guys are distracting from the Epstein files. Bring the rest of the Epstein files. Where are the rest of the fucking files? Huh? Where? Because you notice this ain't Republicans doing this shit.
Yeah.
This is the woke libtards and the Democrats who are stoking his fire. And who's been on the Epstein files? I don't give a fuck how much you want to say they're redacted or how much you want to say, oh, they're hiding stuff. Why? Because it's all Democrats? There's been a handful of Republicans, and Musk is on there too. Don't forget. You know, I put it all out there. That Musk is on there too. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, everybody from Barry and Big Mike to fucking, you know, all of them, even in Big Slick Willie, Democrats. I heard what was it, Joey Edibles? Well, yeah, well, Bill Clinton said release them all. You know, guys, go ahead, shoot me. Shoot me. I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to die. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He's trying to fucking call a bluff. That is all Big Willie is doing. Because you know he ain't afraid of the American government. He's afraid of Hillary.
Oh, yeah. That's the only thing he's afraid of. He's probably still paying for Lewinsky.
Oh, you know it. You know it. And apparently, well, we ain't going to dig into HRC. We just going to leave that one alone because it's still, you know, she got tentacles.
She's still scary. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. But, yeah, there's So where's the file? I want the file. I want to see the Epstein files. I want to see the Podesta files. I want to see the rest of the January 6th videos. Because if the first 15 minutes was that damning on y'all motherfuckers, I wonder what the rest shows. And if Trump was so bad and Trump was at fault and this was all Trump supporters, where's the rest of the videos? And what happened to the Hunter Biden laptop and that weird looking Scottish fellow that had it? He done disappeared. Where are them fucking files? The booty naked with the kids and the crack pipes. Huh? Where's that at? This is a big distraction from that, maybe.
That Scottish guy's definitely gone. Okay.
I can almost guarantee.
Yeah. Hey, that's it.
Or what about what else disappeared? What happened to the Biden girl's diary? Remember when that was found? When she was taking showers with Creepy Joe. It was just right on her face. It's right on her face. Yeah.
Yeah, that can't be good.
What else didn't get released? There was the Podesta files. There's the laptop. There's the fucking the Epstein. I want the Epstein video too. Why nobody talking about that? Deleted to 6 minutes or that this or that, and then there was other people in the room. Yeah. I feel like there was a blonde little short lady in that fucking building. That's what the fuck I feel like.
Scott says I got them in my closet in my basement. That's fair. I'll be honest with you. You know what I still want to see? I want to see that painting of Bill Clinton in a dress, but I want to see it in the Smithsonian. That's what I want. It's part of American history now.
I bet you that will be in the National Archives. It will be in the National Archives, dude.
Or the one with George W. Bush with throwing the paper airplanes at the stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Put them up.
I feel like in 20 years, that painting is going to be in the Vatican.
Or release it as an NFT. That's useless. That's fine. Just have it everywhere. Give it a false sense of profitability. Hey, this is my problem with all of it is why the fuck everybody lying? Why the fuck everybody lying? Everybody lying. Everybody trying to keep the truth hidden. Hey, man.
Oh, and why are the rainbow people denying Trump sucking dick?
Oh, that's
we can't believe shit that's in the Epstein file. We got to believe everything. Every little titty bit of Trump was this and that in the Epstein file. But he sucked dick. No, he didn't. Trump didn't suck. He's not gay. He can't be gay. He can't be gay.
Hey, he's bi. He's all of you. He's all of you into one. He's pansexual.
He loves the rainbow. It's going to be the gold rainbow of America. That's what it's going to be.
You know what I want him to do? Release MAGA hats where it's the rainbow and then a gold layer as well. He's like, no. The rainbow included gold. That's how it's always been. You guys didn't realize there's a better rainbow. Yeah, that's right. There's gold there too. Very important.
Make America gay again.
Bro. I think that's the one thing that I love when people are like, oh, fucking Trump. I'm like, first gay president. And people are like, fuck did you just say? I'm like,
that's the shirt you should make, Dino. You should make MAGA shirts in like with rainbow letters, with the rainbow on top, and then in gold lettering, "Make America Gay Again."
They have to approve the symbolism, the thing. So, I would buy that too. I would say "Make America Gay Again" and have Trump be like, and just Bill in the background, be like, "What's up?" Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. I might do that. I might have to. I might not have a choice.
Or have it make America gay again with Trump's arm around Lewinsky. Dude.
Yeah.
They were passing bills. They were passing bills in the White House.
Oh God. I just need a timeline. I need to know when this happened. Because if it was Lewinsky, if he was before Lewinsky or if Lewinsky was after him, right? Like what if he was like, hey, Bill, let me do this thing for you. You want your secretary to do it too. That's where it all happened.
Let me show you. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be great. Now you'll know. You can teach that girl how to do it. I mean, first gay president.
Yeah, dude, the fact that the rainbow community just owned him and still talk shit about him. You know, just every once in a while, I'm like, dude, why are you talking down on your own? Like, why are you talking down on your own? Oh, Trump didn't suck a dick. Well, wait a minute. It was in the Epstein files. You know, it's remember, you know, all that bullshit that was all disproven and everything that you guys keep touting, you know, the 13-year-old who supposedly did whatever. And that girl's age varies every time I hear the fucking story. You know, it went from 12 to fucking it was 18 and down and back and forth, all this shit. Regardless of the doubt, it was that whole whatever that was told was scripted by one of the dudes who fucking forget which show he did. Like it was totally scripted.
Yeah.
And it was found to be all false.
Isn't that confusing?
Man. But you know, they'll keep using it. So you're gonna tell me the gay man did that to a kid now? What has everybody else been saying? You're not helping your cause none.
First gay president, everybody. First gay president is very important. Very important.
And it's 2025, 2026. Now it don't matter. He sucked a dick. Oh, my president sucked a dick. I mean, at least he didn't, you know, he didn't deny it. He didn't deny it, but he didn't address it. But I mean, he wasn't out there like, no, I didn't suck a dick. No, I did. Just like Macron and his wife. No, she's not a man. Yes, we know she's a man.
Yeah. Have you seen those hands? Those aren't lady hands.
Like a fucking 1,000,000-year-old man.
All that loose skin and old balls. Damn, bro.
Didn't she have?
Remember, she manhandled his face
or something like that. Or one of the old band members.
Maybe she sucked off Bill Clinton. You don't know. Bill Clinton apparently does not care who does it. He just wants his dick sucked. Who knew?
Well, you can imagine that. I can imagine that Hillary ain't had Big Willie in her mouth in decades.
Well, not Bill Clinton's.
No, actually,
might have been Michelle Obama's.
There was a dude that was a good friend of Slick Willie's. Yeah, he was even in Bill's cabinet or whatever, and apparently he was in Hillary's too.
Wow.
Take it whichever way you wanna.
I feel like Hillary's definitely a pegger. Like she's gotta be in charge. Makes sense.
So I'm trying to say, you know, so pretty much all the news headlines has been about this ICE shit going on. Look, people, I don't like some of the tactics that's being used, but I mean, tough times take for tough measures. I mean, you slap me, I'm slapping you. You punch me, I'm punching you harder. You know, you hit me with something, I'm hitting you with something bigger. You know, you bring a knife, I'm bringing a gun. I mean, that's just the natural progression of things. And you guys think you're going to keep pushing this fucking button and pushing this line, and people are getting killed. People are getting killed for no fucking good reason. None. And it ain't nobody's blame but their own. And what it does do is open it up to looser fucking tactics on the fucking people who are doing it. Because now you're going to get these guys who get the power trip, just like the cops did. You know, there needs to be some oversight. There needs to be restraint. But you guys need to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of the cops' way. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. But that's the problem, is everybody wants to be involved. They want to feel important. And yeah, that's not how life works. Sorry. I don't know. It's very confusing, but what can you do? Find anything else?
I'm just, you know, just nothing really They just keep talking about the fucking ice things. I mean, there's the thing on Barron Trump. President Trump's son Barron reportedly focused on trying to get rid of his accent because that's news. Maybe he should try to focus on getting rid of his autism. Oh,
I mean,
apparently RFK could do it, so why ain't we doing it?
Bro, RFK is awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
I think RFK is off his nut a little bit. I mean, I think he's an intelligent man, but I think that whatever worm ate whatever part of his brain. First of all, to let it just be there, that ain't right. And don't give me they can't remove that shit because I've seen fucking surgeries, real surgeries, where they cut the brain skull open and they pull little chunks out or they'll jiggle something or whatever, So there's if it could happen in the medieval days, it could happen now. They could have removed that worm. I feel like that worm is doing something. Or it did something that was just irreparable.
Listen, let's be honest. It's going to be a thing. But, hey, whatever. That's fine.
I
feel like
it'd be nice if we had a little bit more, maybe scientific backing, or at least maybe get a scientist or a physician or whatever from Denmark, maybe one from Switzerland, maybe one from Germany, maybe one from France, China, Japan, even down south, the Hispanics, because they do some weird surgeries, over in Russia, they like cutting body parts up and shit. So, you take everybody over there and you sit them down and be like, hey, you think this will work? You think this might be let's do a homework and see what we come up with. And I'm assuming that that's what the whole premise of the WHO used to be, but we all know that that is not what it is no more.
Wow. Listen, I believe the only response I have to that is it would be nice.
It would be nice to say.
It'd be nice, but I don't see that happening.
So, I'm gonna end on this one because this I did find funny. I found it fucking hilarious because now like the Democrats and the liberals are starting to eat each other alive.
That's nice.
And Mark Ruffalo is falling. You know what? I can't really stand him as the Incredible Hulk, and I just can't. He's just a piece of shit person. I don't like Mark Ruffalo. I mean, I feel like he's another Pedro Pascal. And they both just fucking sicken me. But anyways, apparently they're doing that Save My Name movement or Save Her Name movement, for the good girl, who unfortunately was unalive. And all these liberal girls are hashtag say her name, and Ruffalo had a pin that had her name on it, and how could I just keep pretending that these things aren't happening in the world? And oh my god. So apparently this one girl who had it on her Facebook or her TikTok or whatever had it posted, and it's been going viral. But all these black folks chiming in on her live and in the comments. Yeah. Say Her Name is a black movement. It's specifically for black people. It's only black people can use that.
Which is racist, just to be clear. Right. Let's be honest.
And it was started for this particular woman, and it's only specifically for black folks. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to sit back and watch this one.
This is great.
Yeah.
Hey, they finally turned on themselves. Good. Have fun. You guys are horrible.
That right there is just fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah. Oh no. That's chef's kiss.
Yeah.
The idea that people are like, no, you can't. Like, look, do you remember when Me Too came out and everyone was like, yeah, Me Too, and you're like, no, it's only for women. You're like, why? It's about abuse. That's not.
Well, that was like when the Diddy shit came out. And I seen all these women fucking post all this shit. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Stop. This one ain't about you. Most of the fucking victims in this case were men. Y'all need to just step back on this one, women. Because that's everybody keeps, they got this fucking big idea that Diddy and it was all bad and Diddy this and Diddy that. Yeah. It was one girl.
2 men.
One, maybe 2 women that fucking, said that they got abused. Now, a lot of them, there was allegations of a lot of other people there and all the other shit, but 2 women and God knows how many men. All the way to Bieber. Bieber ain't been right since. You ain't heard shit from Bieber. Last I seen, and I hope it was an AI picture, but that motherfucker looked like he was on meth somewhere in the fucking out there.
Yeah.
Meek Mill, you ain't heard shit from Meek. You ain't heard. Will Smith got all kind of issues going on.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ashton Kutcher, he done fell off the map.
Didn't him and Mila Kunis move to Russia or whatever?
Because there was hints dropped, or we'll say allegations that them two and associated with the Diddyisms got rid of that one girl who's the actress that committed suicide. She was in Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie. She was in Clueless.
Yeah, I know who you're Brittany Murphy.
Yeah. So apparently they bumped her off. You don't hear shit. Lady Gaga been real quiet. Usually she's all over the news. Oh, Mr. Forrest Gump himself, real quiet.
Right.
It's saying.
It's very odd how aggressively quiet certain people have been.
Right? Yeah. I ain't heard shit about Oprah. I ain't heard shit from Oprah. Like, Oprah ain't even, like, is Oprah okay? Like, Oprah, her and the blonde bitch are usually always got their mouth open.
Yeah,
always. And I'm sure they would have jumped all over this.
So interesting. Actually, I just saw a thing for Mark Ruffalo makes major accusation against JD Vance as he labels Trump the worst human being and a pedophile. Bro, you're just going to get yourself in court. Like, what a fucking
that right
idiot.
there is grounds to be booted from Disney.
Yeah.
You got 2 big movies coming up, bitch. I'd watch Mouth.
Just saying.
You see where She-Hulk went.
It's a question of why are you acting like that, and then standing there going, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna
This is exactly the same thing as the fucking cop and the girl. This is the same thing. You know the consequences of you putting your foot in that mouth.
Yeah.
You're not untouchable, dude. What's the libtards love to say? What is it? Nobody is above the law. Remember that?
Right.
Remember that? Remember when he was shoving that down Trump's throat?
Just saying, everybody. Just saying. Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So tonight we got Movie Monday.
Terrifier 3.
Terrifier 3.
Yep.
We gonna rock and roll on that shit. What time we want to start at 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, yeah.
8
I'm literally I just set it up tonight and send you an invite. So yeah, 8 p.m. We're gonna be doing a watch party, watching Terrifier 3. I believe it is on Tubi. But yeah, should be fun.
Yep. So come and check us out tonight, and y'all just be kind to each other. It's getting rough out there, y'all. Have a little fucking sense. If a cop or anybody tells you to just stop or just don't involve yourself. You're not a hero. You're not helping.
Hey, well, hold on. You took advice when they said everyone has to stay inside to flatten the curve. Well, listen, stay inside. Stay inside. If you don't want to be involved, stay inside. If you want to be a hero, go for it. But you don't get to decide what hero you're going to be. So,
yeah, or whose side you're on, because both sides always got a hero.
They ain't, neither side's looking like good. Okay, it is bad on bad. So.
What they used to say, the devil was an angel one time. The greatest. He was the greatest angel.
He was the most pretty of all the angels. Everybody loved him until they didn't.
He was covered in gold, head to toe, gold and jewels.
No one could compare. He was gorgeous. Yeah, that's fair. That's just how that is. All right, everybody.
God, he was a great guy. Don't get me wrong, he was a great guy. He wasn't as good as me, but he was a great guy. I wanted the land. He bought it out from under me. We haven't talked since.
It's accurate.
All right, guys, we'll catch you tonight on Movie Monday. We're out.
Later.